Good morning. Welcome to Core and Balance. Put it down just a bit more. Core and Balance. Friday's Core and Balance. And we've got the weekend. Yay! Nice sunny day. Right, we're going to start with our usual 2 or 3 minute warm up. So we're going to do a heel dig with an opposite bicep curl, a heel dig with an opposite arm bicep curl. One leg out, both arms out. One leg out, both arms out. One leg back, both arms forward. Similarly, and then one arm, one knee, one arm, one knee. Now, if you can't get your arm right up there, just do it like that. Okay? So we're going to go heel dig. If you're new and you get sort of lost in the middle, don't worry. As long as you're moving, it's fine. It's just a warm up. But it's good for your brain to try and follow along. Right, heel dig, side, back. When you do the knee, if you want to, if you're feeling brave, you can go up on your toe, but you don't have to. Just do it like that. Heel dig, side, back. Now, if you're new to the class, you've got to do it at your own capability. It's designed so that you can, if you're very, very fit, you can give it lots of welly. When we're using weights, you can use heavy weights. And if you've never exercised in your life, you can still do it. Just do it at your own level. We'll do 12 repetitions of each exercise. If you can't do 12 repetitions or reps, that's fine. Do as many as you can, have a rest, and then start again. But the main thing about exercising and the main way to get fitter and stronger is to be consistent and keep doing the exercises. If you miss 2 or 3 classes, and you don't do anything for a couple of weeks and then wonder why you can't do stuff, that's why you need to keep going, because the body learns very quickly, but unless you keep it up, it will unlearn it again. Right, we're going to do 5 more and then we'll go into the exercises. Today we're going to do, it's core and balance, and the second half is on the floor. Now, if you haven't done the class before and you're not confident of your ability to get up off the floor on your own, then don't do it. Don't do the floor bit. Unless you're sure you can get up off the floor. I think this is 4. I haven't been counting because I've been speaking. We'll make this the last one. Got lost here, and then that. Yeah, that's it. Definitely finished now. So the first thing we're going to do is, people that have done the class know how to do this, but there's no harm in practicing. It's how to engage your core. Your core is this band of muscles around here, but it's not just the ones on the outside that you can see in fit people that have got 6 packs. It's the deep muscles as well. They sort of support your backbone, like the guy ropes on a tent pole. So if you breathe out, relax your shoulders, breathe out, pull your navel into your backbone as hard as you can, and then release it slightly. But you've got to keep breathing while you do this. I always clench my knees a bit. I must unlearn that habit. Pull your pelvic floor up as well. And that's your core engaged. And actually, once your core's engaged, you're much more stable than you are if you're just sort of flopping about. Okay, so breathe out, pull your navel into your backbone as hard as you can, and then release it slightly because you can't keep it like that. I shouldn't see any of this. It's just nobody should be able to see you doing it. And practice doing that throughout the day. Or if you're lifting something heavy, or if you're doing something difficult, engage your core, because it does make things a lot easier. Right, now we're going to start the first exercise, which is side bends. Now, you can do a side bend and put your hand over your hand over your head if you want, but I've got a bit of a mangled right arm at the moment because remember I said last Friday it was mangled because I'd fallen on the Thursday. Well, I've fallen twice more. Once my dog pulled me over, and once I tripped again yesterday when I was running. And each time I've landed on the same part of my arm and this bit of my shoulder. So it's a bit mangled. So I'm just going to go just to one side. We're going to do it all on the same side. You're just going sideways. You're not bending forward, so you're not leaning back. 4, 5, 6, nice and slow and controlled. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Just let me have a look at my crib sheet. Oh yes, this is the only exercise on Friday that you need a weight for. You can use kettlebells are quite good for this, but you can use your heavy weight, and you're going to anchor your elbows and have your heavy weight there. So your elbows are at 90 degrees and the weight is held there. And actually, if you go engage your core, this is you'll find holding it there easier. So core engaged, we're just going to go 1. It's called the goblet march. I don't know why. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's good for balance and strength. 10, 11, 12. It's quite easy, but it's taxing at the same time. Right. The next one we're going to do, this is a sort of strength and balance exercise as well. So you know the one that we do, the hip abduction, where we lift our leg really quite high as we can go, with the toe pointing forwards. We're going to do that, but we're not going to take the leg up quite as high. And we're going to, I haven't got my chair here, have I? You should have a chair. Very hardcore, me. So we're just going to lift one leg up and then the other one. It's called the rocking boat. Okay, so it is a balanced one. So if you need the chair, get it. 2, 3, try not to lean your body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Trouble with balancing is I'm doing it and I'm thinking, I'm doing ever so well. And then my concentration lapses and I start to wobble. So the moral of the story is maintain your concentration. Right, the next one is a proper balance exercise. Have the chair if you need it. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand on one leg, but we're not just going to stand on one leg because that's it's not very realistic. How often do you actually stand on one leg in real life? Usually when we fall, we're moving, and it's that movement that overbalances us. So we're going to go round the clock. So we're going to go 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Okay, we're going to do that on both legs. Not at the same time, obviously. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you need to rest your foot at each point, 7, do so. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bit of a wobble there at the end. Did you see that? Other leg. Sometimes it takes you a little while to get into the rhythm of it. So that's 1. I'm saying that because it takes me a little while. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not as good on this leg today. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Brilliant. Right. We're going to do a lunge because when we come to getting down, up and down off the floor, having strong legs, it's the lunge movement that you use. Okay, so remember, have your feet hip width apart and take a step forward, but keep that wide base so that you've got a good stable balance platform, as it were. I'm going to show you what happens to the torso, which is nothing really. So take a step forward, and we're just going to do little ones to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can hold on if you need to. 5, 6, 7. Maybe going down slightly deeper. 9, 10, 11, 12. With any exercise, you can start it gently. No exercise should hurt. It should be a challenge, but not painful. So with any exercise, you just start off gently, 1, and then you can do it. Go, if it's a squat, go deeper into it. 4, try and keep your knees pointing forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then just to keep your pelvis flexible before we go onto the floor, we're just going to do some pelvic rotations. We're going to go anti-clockwise first and do 12, and then clockwise. Try not to use your shoulders. It should just be your pelvis. Your legs move a bit because that's the way you're built. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you go clockwise or anti-clockwise first, as long as you do 12. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then, which way was I going? Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's really good. I find it's really good on my lower back. I like that. Right, now, on the floor. So if you have a chair, sit on the chair, and then if you need to, sort of shuffle. I'll get the chair to show you this, actually. So if you need to, get the chair, and then holding on to the side of the chair, you can shuffle down, okay? And then sit on your bottom. Me, because I'm hardcore, I'm going to just do a lunge. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this down a bit. I'm sorry about that. So you watch my legs. I'm going to go into a lunge and very gently go down on my knees. Hands, you can use your hands. This is not a getting up off the floor without using your hands test. So that you're sitting on the floor, nice and comfortable. Okay? So the first exercise we're going to do is called the Russian twist. And we're doing this because it's good for our core, but it's also useful in getting up off the floor again. Anytime if you're on the floor, if you can get onto your hands and knees, you can usually get up by hauling yourself up. But it's turning. You need to learn to turn as well. So the Russian twist, you're sitting with your knees bent, your heels on the ground, and we're just going to tap to each side. And we're going to do that 12 times. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2. So it's just your upper half that's moving. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How was that? You can feel it there. It's quite, it gets you going a bit. Next, we're going to go into a bridge. So lying down. Oh, and remember the weight's on your shoulders, not on your neck. Have your feet fairly close to your bottom. Going up into the bridge. Legs stay parallel. So pushing up with your heels. So you can poke your bum and feel the muscles working there and your hamstrings on the backs of your legs. And we're going to go just down, touch the floor and up. 1, 2, right up. Hold it at the top for a couple of seconds. 3, 4. Remember, make sure your legs are parallel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. And then sitting up, just lean forward just to get, I'm disappearing out the side of the picture, aren't I? Lean forward just to get the kink out your back a little bit. Right, now we're going to do planks. We're going to do front plank for a minute and side planks for 30 seconds each. Right, now I've tested this out and I can actually do a front plank if I'm very careful with my arms. So the front plank, you're on your tum and your arms are on your elbows. You're like sphinxes. Your elbow is under your shoulder and you're coming up like that. Now, we're going to hold it. Your bottom's not in the air and you're not sagging down. This is a very good time to engage your core. If you can't do a minute, and I know most people can't, just do what you can and then come out of it, rest, and then go back up. Don't do it for 3 seconds and think, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this. Practice makes perfect. Okay? So we're going to go on the quarter past. So we're going to go up you get in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Trying to engage your core when you're actually in the plank is very hard. We're halfway. Plank is something that should be practiced, if not every day, every other day, not just once a week on Fridays. Again, it's consistency. If it hurts your back, engage your core. Got 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. And down you come. Oh, right. We're going to do a side plank. I'm only going to do one side plank because I can't do a side plank on my mangled side because my shoulder's a bit mangled as well. It's not good. My advice is try and stay upright. Anyway, your elbow goes under your shoulder. That's really important on this one. If it's out anywhere, it's going to be much more difficult, maybe even slightly painful to do it. Remember, you either do it like this is the full plank, or if you can't do that, put one leg behind you and use the other leg come up like that. If that's difficult, put both legs like that and come up on your knees. Okay, so we're going to go on the quarter past again. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and off we go. I don't know why I always put my arm here like this, but I always do. We're halfway. Remember, if you can't hold it for 30 seconds, come down and then go back up. It's really good for your core, this. 3, 2, 1, and down. And then if you go on the other side, I'm not going on the other side because I can't. I'll see if I can do it, but I think it's not my elbow, it's my shoulder hurts because I fell on that as well. I'm not safe to be let out on my own, really. Oh, no, I don't think I can do that. Sorry. Right, so if you adopt a position, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. You're halfway through. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down you come. Really well done if you managed both of them. Right. This is another core one. Well, they're all core, aren't they? If they're not balanced. So sitting with your legs out like that, we're just going to lift them in and put it out. Don't scrape your foot across the floor. Again, this one is quite, you'll feel it at the tops of your thighs and in your abs. Sit this up as straight as you can, okay? And your hands are here. Your hands are not supporting you. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Right. Now we're going to get off the floor. So do the Russian twist to one side, bring your knees round and onto your hands and knees. If you need to, use the chair, come up into a sort of lunge position and stand up. Okay? If you can do it without the chair, well and good. So we're going to do up and down 3 times with the lunge, okay? It's probably too far back. So I'm going to start with my left leg. So down you go. And then left leg again. Up you get. 1. Again. This is not using your hands. It's just strengthening your legs. 2. We're not going to sit right down because the sitting down is the easy bit. 3. If you've got a wonky knee, just do it on one side. Right leg. 1. See how my leg has a tendency to go in like that? Should try and stop that. 2. 3. Try and keep it straight this time. Right, thank you very much. And have a nice weekend. It looks like it's going to be sunny. Of course it's going to be sunny. It's not a bank holiday weekend. So have a nice time. I'll see you on Monday for arms. Bye.